Hey, what's up, guys? Finally out in the woods again. Like I said last night, I apologize. It's been a long time, but been so busy. Yeah, as you can see, I'm out here with Troy, and he's with Sasquatch Origins. Make sure you check out what they're doing. That's Facebook and YouTube.
Facebook, YouTube, yep.
Good.
Website.
So, yeah, he's got a website which he's got some great stuff on. So if you get an opportunity, go ahead and check out Sasquatch Origins. And that's, you know, it's you, Desi, and Brian, right?
Well, me and Desi for sure.
Yeah.
Right? We hang out with Brian a lot and a few other people as well. Everybody's always welcome to come out with us. We enjoy having people come out.
Awesome. Take him up on that offer, guys.
Yeah. Excellent.
So, but we're back in. I'm introducing him to the research area that I usually come out to. I'll sit here and all looks familiar. We're on one of the major trailheads before we start going into smaller areas, but we're just looking to have a great day. As you can see, beautiful weather, amazing weather. It's probably what, mid 70s right now.
I think so.
It's really comfortable, guys. Nice. So we're gonna get to it, and if we see anything, find anything, we will check back with you guys. God bless.
Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free.
Alright, guys, in a new area I haven't been in, so me and Troy are checking it out. We're seeing a lot of hog activity, but so far not a whole lot that's of interest. But all I can say is this is a beautiful area. We were just talking that if they allowed camping out here, this would be perfect, literally perfect.
This is spectacular.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
And you're set up in here. You can camp out here. They can approach you from any side.
Oh yeah.
Not even be seen. Yeah.
A lot of cover for them.
Yep.
But it's open enough that you kind of feel safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the direction we came from, guys. So you can't see it, but there's actually a game trail that we took to come back here. But we're pretty far back. I don't know how far back we are, but we're not near the vehicles or anything like that. You got this lone pine tree over here. This is really cool. Look at this, Troy. Just all by itself, like he's king of the forest.
Yeah.
Look at this area. This is so nice.
Quiet. Oh my God.
I've been wanting to come back here for a long time. You know, like I said, where we found that plastic at, that's as far back as I've been on this area. Yeah. So to come back this far is pretty cool. And like I said, and it's my theory that this thing is traveling through here to the state park and back again. It's just following food sources like hogs and stuff. It has plenty of cover. You'll never know. And we ran into one hiker so far today. One. And we probably won't run into another one. Yep. All right, guys. Well, if we find something, we'll definitely let you guys know. We found an area with a lot of hog activity, and so Troy's walking around. We're looking to see if there's any fresh prints or anything like that that may have crossed this area. You can tell, Troy, that we got rain yesterday.
Yeah. There's some areas here that are fresh. It was either this morning or last night. Not the whole area, but each spot we came through.
Yeah, some of it looks pretty fresh.
You can see where it's like, like this stuff. Obviously something came through. Just whatever.
But I'm gonna do this. I'm a lot less weight. That's my footprint, and that's how hard it is to see my footprint. My foot's right there.
Yeah, you have to look.
It's very hard, and I'm now at 185 pounds. So the last time I was out here, I was 220 pounds.
Well, you need to put some weight back on, my friend.
Yeah, so I can make some footprints.
Some deeper footprints.
Oh wow, here's an old pathway. I wonder where that goes.
I know.
You think so?
Yeah.
You have GPS?
For a little bit.
You have GPS?
I do.
Okay, because we get lost. We're counting on you.
Oh boy, now we're in trouble. I get myself in trouble. I'm not very good at getting myself out.
I'm good at that, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, people. I'm not ashamed. How do I get this? So what we're doing, guys, take a break. We're getting some shade anyways. I was telling Troy, and y'all have heard the story where the film crew was out doing a documentary on us, and the drone incident. Y'all have always heard me tell the story of the drone incident. I am literally standing at the spot. I'll show you guys here. We were back in the woods about, I don't know, 500 yards that way. And the film guy was out here on the main trails. As you can see, it's pretty wide open. And he was flying a drone. Well, he couldn't find us, so I said, I'll hike back out and meet him at the trailhead and bring him in. So I got right here. I came out right here, and I got right here, and I looked that way, didn't see him. I looked that way and didn't see him. But then there's this trail in front of me, which I had never taken before. And it sounded like the drone was coming from that direction. So I said, well, maybe he took a left and I'll go down there. Well, I went about 200 yards or so down that trail, and I got really creeped out. I got that gut creepy feeling. And I said, man, I don't feel comfortable. So I turned around and came back. And when I came around this bend and got over here, that guy filming is standing where I'm standing right now, waiting on me. So I walk over to him and I go, hey man, we're back here. And I pointed in the direction we're going to go in the woods. I said, you're going to have to land your drone because there's no way you're flying it in there. There's just no way. He's like, oh no, I've already packed it up. I'm ready to go. But yet we could hear the drone. We could hear the drone. And we couldn't see it. We didn't know where it was at. And it was loud. I mean, I've got it on recording. So when we go back into the woods and I meet up with the other person with the film crew and then the other guy I was in the woods with, we're having a discussion about it. And you can hear the drone while we're talking. And we never saw the drone. That drone stayed in the air for at least an hour and a half.
Wow.
And I have a drone. I fly a drone. And I can only fly best. And I have to bring it back, change batteries, and then fly it back to where I was at. This stayed above us. And we never saw it for at least an hour and a half. It didn't stop until we came out and started heading back.
That's wild.
And it was beautiful skies like this. Beautiful skies. Look at that sky. And we never saw the drone. Never did. So I just wanted to bring that story up since we were standing in that spot. It just brings it back every time I come out here. So, but we're about to go in here, guys, and walk our way back here. It's called the Playground, is what it's nicknamed. And we're going to go back there, look around, and there's some areas I want to check back there. So, all right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Hey, guys, we're in an area I've been in the past. Just wanted to come back and check it out. If any of you guys look at the past videos where I came across trail cams that were definitely state or county issued. They were, they're not civilian type cameras. But I just got here and that black spot was where a camera used to be. It's not there anymore. Really weird. If anybody can explain to me why it left a black spot on the tree, that'd be interesting. But you can see little grooves where the steel cable was used. But I'm kind of happy that it's not here anymore. But then again, I'm not happy because now I don't know where it's at. And I might walk in front of it again. Like I said, I've found about, I think, a total of 4 out in this 3,000 acres. And I don't understand. I mean, granted, I put cameras out here, you know what I mean?
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
All right, guys. Still hiking. We took a long break and relaxed and talked, and because I always loved Troy's company. He's a great guy. But we're walking, heading to an area I've researched in the past. We came across an arch, and we just figured we'd document it and let you guys see what we saw, just for documentary purposes only. You see the tree right here, and it goes across. All right. And what made it weird was the fact that that tree is way over here. Okay, you see the base of it. And look at the angle. It went around those trees and then ended up behind this tree. And it's actually that tree right there that's holding it in place, really. So it makes no sense. It had to be in front of this, see? Because it pushed it behind it. How did it end up in front of that? If it fell, for example, it would be behind it. But it's pushed all these other branches behind it. And then, like if somebody pushed it like this and pinned it behind the tree. Right. Isn't that weird? And now here's a point, and I don't know if Troy, if you ever heard me say it before, I might have said it to you before. Here's the weird thing I find with arches that are strange. Like I said, they have to meet a certain criteria for me to document them. Always a game trail. I always find a game trail. That's a solid game trail going through there, all the way back. You know, that's a game trail going right through there. And I always find a game trail near the arches. So I thought this was interesting. Don't know what made it. Mother Nature does do weird things. But it was definitely enough for me to feel that I needed to document it. So hopefully we find something else, guys. We're heading into an area that I've had some luck in the past. So we'll talk to you soon. Tell me what you see.
Okay. So what I see is as you look at this tree here, it's obviously came up. It was probably pointing in this direction at some point, and somehow or some way, someone or something took this and lifted it up over, and they pushed it behind this for whatever reason.
That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
It had to been pushed.
Like you were saying before, you can see that it's actually arched in this orientation as well as the vertical. So you got a horizontal and a vertical arc.
Yeah, because it's hard to see on the camera, but show them all those right there are leaning backwards.
Absolutely, yeah.
They're all leaning backwards where this thing is pushing. So they had to have been pushed that way.
Yep, no question about it.
Isn't that strange? What do you think?
Yep. And then, of course, you do have this game trail here, which I've never associated with it, never even thought about it.
I find a lot of game trails when it comes to arches. A lot of game trails. It's interesting. What did I just say?
Always document your subject because you never know when it's going to come back.
That's
in
right.
The future.
And then what did I say when we got over here? I said, I've never gone right.
Yeah,
let's go right.
Let's go right.
Because you never know. It might be changing my direction. We find something. And sure enough, we didn't get, 50 yards in and found something interesting anyways. It's something worth documenting. That's all I can put it that way. It's definitely worth documenting for future. I think it's weird. It's very weird. All right. Well, guys, if we find anything else, we'll let you know. Just keep going in that direction.
This direction?
Yeah. Yeah, straight ahead where it opens up. That's where we needed to be. Yep, I know right where we're at. We should have some trails popping up here.
Another one, another straight candy. A lot of deer out here.
I've seen a lot of deer. None today, but I have seen a lot of deer out here. Whew. Trying to find anything that's familiar. I know we're in the right area. Yeah, I know where we're at. Good. Woo! All right. This is the arch I was telling you about. So, I'm surprised it's still here because I found this one a long time ago. So I'm going to film it. You can see the angle at which it's at. And pretty much all these trees are similar to the same size. That one to the left right there is the same size as this one. And Very, very distinguished arch. And I've already documented it before, so I'm not going to go all the way through it, but it's being held down at the bottom, down there. And again, we have a game trail going through it. See that? There used to be a lot of vines down there holding that down.
Yeah, I see them. They're here.
Yeah. But look at the angle again.
Yep.
All these trees are not affected by wind or anything except this one. And it's arched all the way over, and it's behind another tree.
And you would think that if it was looking for sun, it would have gone this way.
Yeah.
Because this is the open area.
Yeah, probably at an angle here.
Yeah.
And especially this tree's gone. See what I'm saying? So it doesn't have, it's not blocking anything. But there used to be a trail when I said we came in, I took a right instead of a left.
Yeah.
That left comes out right there. See that trail?
Yeah. Okay.
And that's where I found it. I come out of there and I looked to my right and I saw this arch. So I came to check it out. And like I said, it's another game trail going right beneath it. And I followed that game trail. It goes all the way through there and back in there. Mm-hmm. Very strange. Like I said, don't know what made it. Could be, like I said, Mother Nature. But it's always worth documenting because you never know down the road. You might want to come back and look at it again. I fully documented. When I do, I try to get as much film of it as I can so I can stop and pause it and look at different things. So pretty interesting.
Yeah, and especially if there's a change in the future.
Yeah, and it has not
huge.
changed in a year.
Yep.
Has not changed. So, and it's green. It's alive.
Yep, still cooking.
It's a live tree. So pretty interesting. Cool, huh? And it's always been my marker out here where I know where I'm at because I find this arch. So now here's another thing. If any guys, y'all remember my video when Brian Darcy was out with me, that is the sable palm that I put my audio in. That's the one. See what I'm saying? So I can walk in here and not make a lot of racket, but look behind it.
Right, gotcha.
And that's what I was.
The one where you heard all
correct.
that. I get you now. Okay.
Yep.
I was wondering where you're going with that. Okay.
Yep. I set up a tripod right here. Brian was standing where you're at, and I set up audio in these prongs up here. Mm-hmm. Whatever it was, I think came from this direction, but probably could have come from this direction because it's so thick behind it. And whatever it was, did not care that was anything in its way. Once it got past here, you can see why it quieted down. Oh, see what I'm saying? Because once it passed, it's wide open. And you could hear it walking away and fading away. All in the audio. Crazy, huh? But that's the sable palm I put it in. Matter of fact, in one of my videos, you actually see Brian in one of my intro videos. You see me setting up the equipment in the intro video, and Brian was there.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure.
Yeah. But I put it there because of the arch, and I wanted to catch any sound of anything walking through. And sure enough, something came through. Happenstance, I put it in the right place. But another interesting area. I've had a lot going on in this area. There was a location that I documented. I had to put a warning on the title. I forgot what I put, but graphic whatever, because I came out here and found a dead pig.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was only about a 20-pounder.
Yeah.
Okay. The back legs were broken. Back legs were broken. The gut was split open, but nothing removed.
Really?
Nothing removed. Everything was intact. Other than some flies, everything was intact. Nothing was missing. And but the back legs, I clearly zoomed in. Yeah. You can see the joint is sticking out where the back legs were broken. We came back the following week to check it out. Mm-hmm. No sign that there was anything. There was no skin, no bones, no nothing.
The whole thing was gone.
Gone. And that was one of the things that, yeah.
It's interesting that back legs are broken.
The back legs were broken.
Like slit in the stomach.
It was a perfect line right down the gut, perfect line. And you can see the intestines, you can see everything, but nothing, it was still shiny. It was still shiny.
How old do you think it was?
It wasn't that old.
Huh.
And like I said, when we came back, the pig was gone. No signs, no skin, no nothing. You know what I mean? But here was the question, okay? Even though it's a 20-pounder, what would kill it? What would kill a 20-pound pig?
Panther.
Okay.
Coyotes.
Okay.
Bear.
Bear.
Yeah, bear.
Let's take those top 3.
Yeah.
When they kill it, what do they do with it immediately?
Well, they're either haul it off.
That's the first thing I said. They're going to
Absolutely.
carry it off somewhere and find a place to sit down and eat it.
Someplace, yep, safe and secluded. Yep.
This was in the middle, like in a wide open like this, just laying there.
Which is weird. It almost sounds like you interrupted something.
Right.
You know, especially with the slit in the stomach, though. That, to me, is the most bizarre thing.
Yep. And it's all on video. Anybody wants to go back and look at that, just look for a couple years ago on a video. And there's a graphic warning. It'll say something like graphic warning because I needed to warn people you're about to see a dead pig and see intestines and stuff. But legs are broken. Other than flies on it, that was it. We looked at it. We checked it out. Like I said, we came back with a third person. And I pointed, this is where it's at. And they're like, they didn't believe us because it was clean. It was as clean as the ground is right now.
Wow.
There was no sign that this pig was there at any point. So
I just don't know what would have cut it. Unless somebody shot it and they were trying to, but why would they break the legs?
right, the legs were
So
broken.
the combination, and a hunter doesn't make it, that doesn't.
There was no stab marks, no
Right.
bullet wounds, no arrow marks. It was just a dead pig with broken legs. So, very weird. But
Extremely weird.
we'll walk over there, see if I can find that exact location and give you an idea where it was at and stuff. Remember I told you that rake in the tree? That was out here too.
Really?
Yeah.
Same area.
I'm going to see if we can find the rake in the tree. Who would bring a, look how far back we are. Who would bring a rake out here?
Now, I'll tell you, if I was hunting, I would take a rake under some weird circumstances, right? If I really wanted to be quiet in my
Right.
area, I'd rake all the leaves out so I can move my feet around and be quiet.
Right.
However, I would never do that. Why would I haul a rake out?
And there's no hunting out here.
No. That makes no sense.
Yep. So, all right, guys, I'm going to walk around a little bit, see if we can find the place where the pig was and look around. We'll talk to you soon.
So it looks like we found some arches here. Now, Richard has found these a while back, but he pointed them out to me, and they are very interesting because you got two of them side by side. I'm just going to take a few photos here just to keep it for a record and reference. But you can actually see where it actually comes through from behind this tree, around this tree, and then up over the top and down into the ground. And Richard pointed out that on the top of these, that they're snapped on the top here, which is kind of odd. I don't know why that would happen. Could be a bird. I mean, if we're going to look at everything, you got some snaps here. And he believes that this was in the ground at one time, and obviously...
Yeah, when we originally found it, it was in the ground. But like I said, this arch has lasted for at least a year that I originally found it.
And you can see where it actually has probably died right here, but there's very strong growth here. So the tree is definitely still alive. It's still doing well. And then right next door to it is another one. It looks about the same age. There does appear to be some old possibility of some old rubs on here from where deer had rubbed their antlers on here, and possibly on here as well. I don't know enough about trees. So
look at that. Look about. See? Another broken.
Oh, yeah, broken here. Yep.
Yeah.
But this one, again, it comes over the top and it goes into the ground over here. It's actually locked into this tree here at this point, where it's not going anywhere. Yeah, actually, this has been here for a while because this one, oh, look at that. This one locked right in here tight, so it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyhow, very similar. It looks like this portion of it has died, but we got good growth up on top where the sun is hitting it well.
I call it the church arches because it's like going into a wedding or something like that.
And that's
you
what
got,
it looks like.
You got double
very cool
arches,
looking.
you know. And I've documented this in the past when we first found them.
Yeah.
But it was surprised me they're still here because it's been a long time since I've been back here.
Oh, that's a pretty shot right there.
Yeah, with the sun.
Yep, and then you get them both in there.
And so I wanted to, I was glad they were still here because I wanted Troy to see them.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Like I said, could be natural, could be Mother Nature. We don't know.
We don't know.
But like I said, it's always worth documenting. Like I said, when you look at this thing, it's behind that tree. They're almost in a straight line. It comes up like that, falls in front of it, and then goes behind the next tree. And then goes all the way around to the ground. It's just weird, really weird. So,
yeah, I think if you see anything strange or unusual, you want to document it.
Right.
Just in case something in the future
Right.
that you run into that has just been built or comes about for some odd reason, you want to use it as a reference. So you can go back and say, wait a minute, what else did I find in that area that may be associated with
Right.
this new
I've done that where somebody else has posted something and I'm like, hey, I've ran into the same thing.
Yes.
Let me show you this. Let me send you this video. And then it starts a
Absolutely.
conversation like, holy crap. And then it's like, what do you think it is? I don't know. What do you think it is? And then you start bouncing theories. You know what I mean?
And that's the fun part.
Yeah.
Right? You get to figure out what is going on.
Right.
Or have some sort of idea that there might be a possible association between the two.
We've done a lot. How many miles do you think we put in today?
I don't know. I'm tired.
I'm tired. We're going to head back now. We are going to head back. Future, if they ever want to. Oh man, this thing. See how that was weird. I've been talking here for about 2 minutes, or I don't know, and it just now started recording. It shut off. I just watched it shut off.
Yeah, I see it. Where it just started.
It just 12 seconds ago. It just shut off and came back on. Isn't that the weirdest thing?
Yeah.
So
Get out from underneath these arches.
that's weird. Weird things happen out here. I'm telling you, weird things happen out here. But anyways, what I was saying was me and Troy had a great day. We got a lot of hiking in. We've put in some time. We put some walking shoes on today. We're going to head back now because it's a good walk. Probably another mile to get back to the truck or the vehicles. And but we found some interesting things. I got to share some things I found in the past. Kind of let him look at it, get his opinion and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I had a great time, Richard. Thank you for having me out, by the way. I really enjoyed it. It was fun getting out here.
Oh, I'm so glad you, when I offered, you said, heck yeah, you know, because you were coming anyways.
Yeah.
You know, to pick up my cameras, which don't let me forget to give those to you.
I'll get them.
And, but make a day out of it. Let's get out here. Let's get in the woods, show you my area. And we, like I said, we haven't touched 5% of this.
Right.
It's massive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a big area.
And, matter of fact, the way we go out, we're not going to leave the same way. So you get an idea of how large it is to go, because the cops, remember all that, I wanted to bypass that. So we'll go that way out and you'll get an idea how big this place really is. And we haven't even gone to the back side of it. We haven't hit the county line, you know, so it's pretty large. And, so hopefully, Troy and Desi and Brian in the future will come back and we can spend some time out here. Cause I always look forward to people. Always looking forward to, now you know why it's hard on me coming out by myself. Cause if I'm way back here and something happens,
oh yeah, you're toast.
It's bad news, guys. So I don't recommend anybody who gets into this field to do it by yourself. I'm stupid. I'm just letting you know. I'm retarded. So, all right, guys.
Well, that's not true, but okay.
Well, it depends on how you look at it. I only like red crayons. But anyways, we're going to head back and we'll talk to you tomorrow. God bless each and every one of you guys. Thank you for being with us. And stay tuned. I'm going to get back at it and we're going to have a lot more. Take care.